So example here lah, what we call a localized parameter. As you can see, there's two functions here. One is future value, the other one is main, right? You can see that both functions have the variable called double R, or a variable called R, which is a double type variable, right? Double R inside double future value, also double R inside main, right? But interestingly enough, right, you will see that main actually sends over something to future value, right? You see the line after sin R double balance equals future value 10,000 R 10, right? So R is being sent over to double future value, but inside double future value, the declaration inside the initiation, right, the top line, right, double initial balance, double P and integer N. This is to say that this value R here will be sent over to double future value, but then it becomes P. So this is the R from main. Right? So regardless of what we need of variable, whatever, it's a localized thing, meaning we actually make use of it, or rather it has authority, power, whatever, only within the curly brackets, only within its scope. Right? So that is the scope. Variable scope and global variables. Global variables are variables that are defined outside functions, meaning to say that you define it before you actually write main, before you write any functions. It's outside, right? Global variable is visible to all functions. They are defined after it. Right? Sometimes global variable cannot be avoided. For example, cin, cout, and cwin. But you should make every effort to avoid global variables in your program because it may cause confusion, because it can become, meaning once you've declared it, it becomes like a set word. Right? You cannot really change it anymore, that kind of thing, right? And so there is a rigidity to it. So if possible, you want to avoid it. The more global variables you have, you can see, although you can name your variable anything, but the more global variables you have, you can see it's like having more and more restrictions. It's like, okay, for example, for some reason, religion comes into mind. Right? So, for example, in places of worship, you have to wear certain types of clothing, right? Outside, you can wear different kinds of clothing. Right? So, different types of places of worship, there'll be different kinds of clothing. But imagine if we adopt a global variable, everyone has to wear something like this everywhere. So, anywhere you go, you have to adopt the same practice, right? So this can be quite restricting, so to speak, right? So you don't want to do that. You don't want to declare global variable, too much global variables, unless it cannot be avoided in the case of cin, cout, and so on, right? For example, given here double balance. So balance is a global variable. It is declared outside of any of the functions, either void future value or integer main. So as you can see, we do not have to declare balance again, but we can use it inside both future value as well as main, right? Yeah, but it can be confusing, right? As you can see here, right? Balance times power, blah blah blah, right? Then balance is equal to 10,000 and so on, right? So it may cause confusion because we have declared it outside. It's a global variable, so sometimes we might. It's like I said, it's confusing. It can be restrictive and so on. Right? So output of this program, right? Let's have a look. Integer main a, b, and c is declared as integer. Right? A is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, c is equal to 4, c is equal to -1, a, b, and c. Right? So c will then take the value that is returned by the function myFun, right? And we are sending over a, b, and c. Right? So the value of c will then be updated. Right? So in main, a is equal to a, b is equal to b, c is equal to c, right? And then return 0. Right? So myFun integer a, integer b, and c, we actually rename the same names. Right? A is 10 times the original value. B will take the value of 42. Right? In myFun, on the other hand, A has a different value, B has a different value, and C has a different value. Return A plus B plus C, right? So because we have two different outputs, and um, because C has its value outside in this line, right? Then it would mean that inside main, A will remain as 2, B will remain as 3, but C will have a different value depending on what happens in my fund. Okay. Whereas over in my fund, right, what happens that A will be 10 times the value from main, right? So that will be 20. B will be 42, and C will just remain as C, which means that C is equal to 4, right? So 20 plus 42 is 62, plus 4 is 66, right? And we return that, and C will actually update its value to 66, right? So I reckon it will be in main A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 66. Right? In my fund, A is equal to 20, B is equal to 42, C is equal to 4. Right? But don't take my word for it. Let's give it a try. As per the usual, I will make it so that everyone can see the screen as we do this. Right? Okay. As you can see, sometimes when you copy and paste, right, this quotation marks will update itself into something like that. As you can see here, this white quotation marks thingy. So it actually update itself that way. So we have to change this one by one, manually do it. Right. So just so you're sharp about this, because sometimes we don't always have our compiler with us. In this case, even more so because it's an online thing, right? So sometimes we get an idea, and we might be on a train or something, so we just use a notepad or something to actually write the jot down programs that we have, and then maybe later you want to copy and paste it into our compiler and then just run it. My fun was it? Oh, okay. Right, so we didn't have these things. Okay, before integer this. Right, so A is equal to 20, B is equal to 42, C is equal to 4, right? So as we predicted earlier, right? So that's what happens. Okay, now understood, yeah?